Hey guys, I think I'm live. Yeah, I am. I'm at a park in Vienna. I just want to show you some of the sights. How you doing? Hello guys. Look, so first of all, what's interesting is there's a free outdoor gym in this park. That guy is like exercising. It's not a good idea, I've never seen that before. But this is the thing I wanted to show you, this little mural. Isn't that pretty? On the side of the building. Yeah, I think that's really pretty. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk around and show you the park. And then I wanna talk to you guys about coming back to the channel. I'm so excited. Yes! I know I'm gonna come back now, so hey Christopher. There's no, thank you, I'm glad you missed me because there's no need to miss me now because I'm back. I'm coming back. So I just wanted to do a little park tour first, and then I'm gonna find a place to sit down and I'm gonna have a chat to you guys. And this is like a gym park or something. There's a guy training there. Hi Marilyn, I know, long time no see. It's been like 2.5 months, I think. Yeah, May I took off, then June, and I said I was gonna be gone for 3 months until August. But I miss you guys too, so the last 2 weeks I'm not gonna take. I'm gonna get back to work, which I'm excited about. So, yeah, I'm back. So this is where the kids play. I think that's just more kid stuff. I've never been here, so. The reason I'm here is because I just went to look at an apartment and it was nearby, and this is the nearest kind of green space. You were in Glastonbury yesterday, visiting from the Netherlands. I thought about you. Oh, that's great. Glastonbury, I really, well, let me find a place and sit down and then I'll talk to you guys. This park, there was a guy. I'm back in the city now, right? So city life, if you live in a big city, you'll know. There's can be a little kind of adult theme. There was a guy screaming down there, he's gone. I was on the subway the other day, and this guy in front of me, he was like stroking the air. I find that kind of stuff really alarming. Okay, so I found somewhere to sit. I'm back in Vienna, Christopher, which isn't ideal, but for the time being, I think I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna get into it now. Well, get into it. There's not much to get into, really. Hang on, let me find a seat. See the lights, okay. So, okay, thanks for joining me, guys. It's really nice to kind of be back and to talk to you. I'm just gonna sort out this tripod so I can put it down and chat to you so you can see. I don't know, Rosa, but it creeped me out. I found it very peculiar. And now we've got screaming children. Wherever you go in this city, there are screaming children. Okay, hold up. Okay. So any good? Any good? Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Goes to a working out. No, Monique, I'm not going back to the bells. Where I am right now, I'm concerned about the child too, Phyllis. And not in a genuine way, more in like a what's your problem kind of way. Black cat? Wow. That's a symbol, an omen. Screaming children and black cats. screaming kids are hilarious, are they? I don't know, I don't find them that hilarious. Let me move a little bit. I'm not laughing. You see me laughing? I don't find it hilarious. God, if I had that at my house, I couldn't. I'm so glad I don't have children. I really am. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Not that it's going to make much difference, but I'm a little further away. Okay, so let me stop waffling and just kind of get on with it. I missed you too, guys. That's why I'm back. I'm really glad to be back. In fact, what happened is that, okay, this is okay. Yes. So since May, I took time off and I really needed the time off. I went to Pete's house in England. You know when I made the video where I had like the running shirt on, I was, running around. And I went to stay with Keith for like a few weeks, 3 weeks-ish, and it was really good. All I did was sleep and eat and exercise and read and watch TV and go on little day trips, and it was really, really nice, and I really needed it because by the end of last year, beginning of this year, I wasn't really doing well at all. I wasn't sleeping. I was sleeping like 4 hours a night, which is very unlike me. I'd go to bed at midnight and I'd get up at 4 in the morning, and I was so stressed and I just couldn't sleep. And I wasn't eating well either. I was like, I really wasn't eating, so I'd lost loads of weight. Remember when in December I said, oh, I'm really thin and stuff. It was because I wasn't eating well, and I was just really stressed out and I wasn't having a good time. So I'm really glad I took the break because I feel like I'm back to my usual chipper self. I've gained loads of weight. I'm like, I've gained loads of weight. So back to my normal weight. I am sleeping really well. I'm enjoying my life, which is like for me, that's a big thing. Like if the sense of humor for me and the joy and stuff goes out the window, I know I'm in trouble. And that's what happened at the end of last year. So the kids screaming and stuff, I wouldn't be able to find the funny in it. I just say, oh my God, this is so annoying. Whereas now I can, you know, find it annoying, but at least laugh about it and not get genuinely angry about it. So the thing was that where I live, I still live there. I'm going to move out end of August. That's what's been arranged. And someone mentioned that the bells are there. So I have big, annoying, loud ringing bells, which I prefer to the kids. So I'm still going to move out. And what I've been doing, so I went to see Keith for like those 3-4 weeks, felt a lot better, came back here. And since I've been back, I've just been trying to focus on just kind of keeping it simple and staying in a good space. And eating and exercising and doing all this simple stuff and reading and just kind of enjoying myself. So I've been doing that. And I've been looking at different apartments. And the thing is, I was going to use this time to kind of figure out where I should be going. So the options were Vienna, find a different place to live here in this area, like somewhere quieter, or go back to England, which seemed really appealing, or go somewhere else altogether. And the way things are, what I've decided to do is, because even with the time off and the relaxation and stuff, I can't really make a big decision. Like for me to, I know, quieter, right? That's the main thing, to just move somewhere quiet. So because I'm so undecided, should I go back to England or should I stay here, blah, blah, blah. And because after all this time contemplating it, I still don't know, I'm going to stay here. Because why should I make this huge, big change and leap, you know, if I'm going to regret it afterwards? Like in my experience, like the decisions I've made that I felt best about are the kind of decisions where afterwards it's like, yes, I'm certain, I knew I had to make that decision, it was the right thing to do, and whatever happens now, that's the way it is because I had to decide, right? The decisions I haven't been so happy with are the ones that are like, I'm not quite sure whether I should even do this or not. And then, but I have to decide, I'm under pressure or whatever, and then you do it. In my experience, those have been the most unsatisfactory decisions. Hang on, someone just said that the sound is too low. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is the sound too low or can you hear me? You can hear that, right? You can hear me, Pauline? I'm good. Good on sound, you can hear me. Lots of background. Sorry about that. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, so because I'm not sure whether I should stay here or go to England or whatever, I'm just thinking, well, if I'm not sure, yeah, like Kitty Cat says, the advice I'd give a friend of mine is, listen, if you're not sure, then don't make any big drastic changes and just kind of keep the changes that you have to make to a minimum and then make a decision when you're in a space where you know, right? So I don't know. Vienna is really complicated, you know. First of all, Vienna is a Libra, so it's all about balance and relationships and a certain kind of vibe with this. I'm not quitting, Christopher. No, I'm not quitting. I just needed a holiday. So Vienna does have a particular kind of charm, but it's like the most codependent city I've ever kind of come across. I think the people who live here love it and hate it. I think it's a very Libran kind of indecisive, charming, whole kind of complicated relationship going on, and I appreciate that. There's something amazing about Vienna. The city is great, but there are also things about it which are very uncomfortable and unpleasant. I'm just waiting for this noise to go. Yeah, so I like the city here, and I've spoken about Vienna at length, and I've been trying to figure it out. But I don't really, I haven't been able to decide. There are things I like about it and things I really don't like. But I don't feel like I've come to the end of my journey with Vienna. I think I need to stay here a little bit longer and see how it turns out, and just like move on once I'm ready. But I'm not ready to move on because I have no idea. I was looking at going back to Glastonbury. I love Glastonbury, I really do. It's like my spiritual home, and even on my astrocartography, I've got my great conjunction going right through Glastonbury, so it's like this hugely spiritual place for me, and it's the heart chakra of the world, so there's a lot going on there. Whereas Vienna has different influences. But I was thinking of going back there, and I was just like, well, you know, I've done that. I moved to Brighton, then I went back to Glastonbury. I don't want to go back right now. Then I was looking at Devon and Dorset in the UK, like they're two counties in the southwest, and I was going to go live by the coast or something. Yes, Joseph of Arimathea went there and put the holy thorn thing down, and it turned into a tree, is the story. But then, so Devon, Dorset, that didn't really appeal. I love England, but it's just like, I don't think the timing is quite right. Hang on. Freddie, why did you pick a noisy place to do this recording? There's a message in there for you in that confusion. Freddie, I did this in a noisy place just to annoy you. You specifically. This whole recording is about you specifically, okay? I did it to piss you off. That's why I did it. I said, how can I annoy Freddie the most? I'll go to a park in the city that will really annoy Freddie. So, bite me, Freddie, okay? You don't like that? Where was I? Yeah, so while there's nothing really pulling me to England, I'm not going to go. And there's nothing really pulling me to stay here, so I'm going to stay because the option of moving is going to be most convenient and most practical and local. And until I have a destination, I'm not just going to run off to the nearest thing or the next thing and then regret it. That's what I meant with decisions. You know, like, if I really feel I need to do it, then I can do it. But because I'm in this weird limbo, I'm just going to stick around here for a bit and then see where that leads. Yeah. So, because that was part of what I was going to do in this sabbatical. Figure out where to live, get myself sorted out where I'm sleeping again, and eating properly and meditating and feeling good. So I've done the feeling good part. I exercise all the time. I do, and I actually enjoy it. And I'm eating well and I'm treating myself well, and that's all going very nicely. So I've sorted that. Then I'm going to move locally, so that's sorted. Until I figure out what's happening. The other thing was that really took me down is one thing that I'm aware of with me, and maybe this is too much information, so sorry if you don't want to hear this. My mum is great, thank you, Mindy. She's doing well. Oh yeah, my mum obviously also doesn't want me to leave Austria. She wants me to stick around because I'm nearby. But what I noticed is that I'm very sensitive when it comes to relationships, particularly being dumped, being rejected, right? And I even, the way I was looking up, you know when you go on Google and you're like, what's wrong with me? And you get all these things of the worst things that could be wrong with you. But I was struggling with something, and one of the things that came up is like, oh, you might have ADHD. Here are the symptoms of ADHD. So I read all the symptoms. I don't think I qualify. I'm not that fidgety and stuff. But one of the symptoms is called, I think, and don't quote me on this, it's called rejection dysphoria, which I really have. Okay. If someone rejects me, I go to pieces. I don't know why, but I really can't handle it. Maybe it's because it takes so long for me to meet people I like and to build relationships. So the people I do build relationships with are then super important to me because it happens so rarely. And then when those relationships go belly up, or I feel rejected or something, I take it quite badly. So I was friends ish with this guy for like the last pretty much 2 years since I've been here, and in February or something it went really horrible. Sorry, I'm stuttering because basically I got dumped, like as a friend and in general, and it really rattled me and threw me, and it made me feel horrible. So I've got over that, and my thing at the moment, even though I'm turning 42 this year, my thing is I'm not going to have relationships, any kind of romantic relationships, for at least a year, because I can't deal with it at the moment. I'm too sensitive. I don't want to have my heart trampled on. I don't want to let anyone in at the moment. And I really don't want a relationship with a cancer sign right now. Someone who like, oh well, maybe that would be nice, someone to take care of me. But right now, I just, I don't want to expose myself to that or put myself at risk right now. So I'm just going to focus on me a little bit. So I've got that sorted out. Oh, and then finally, what I wanted to talk to you about is I was looking at my website and I was updating it, and I looked at some of the other astrologers and stuff to see what the other people are doing. You know, my colleagues, my what are they called, contemporaries. And what I noticed is that most of the people who started doing readings around the time I started doing readings, most of them aren't even doing readings anymore. A lot of them are teaching and like writing books and stuff. I'm one of the few people who still does readings, which I love doing readings, so I'm going to keep doing the readings because I love them. But it's like applied astrology and tarot. I think that's where those things shine. Thank you, Free Spirit. That is so nice to hear. Free Spirit just said, I'm the best on the net. So, woohoo! Free Spirit. Go Free Spirit. Lovely. Right, so a lot of them aren't even doing readings. I'm going to continue to do readings. But then the other thing I noticed is that I've been doing this since 2013, and then I started this channel 2014, right? So I've been doing this. 2014 is what, 6 and 3 is 9 years. Oh wow, so in May next year it's going to be 10 years on YouTube. That's amazing. And what I noticed, and guys, if you've been watching the channel, you'll probably know this about me. I'm not a very good, well, I don't want to put that out there, but I don't think I'm the most exceptional businessman on the planet. And I think mainly it's because I don't care. If I have enough money to pay for raspberries at the supermarket, basically, if I don't have to watch every penny, then I don't really care about money. If I can pay my bills and I can, then I'm not really interested. And that's a problem because I haven't changed my prices since 2014. I haven't touched the business model because it doesn't interest me. I like doing my readings, I like doing the videos, and that's why I thought, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? But now with everything changing and it having been 9 years, I've had to change it, which has made me really nervous, but I've changed it on the website. And also, when I got back, I was thinking of doing the videos differently. I was going to scrap the tarot reading altogether, the daily tarot, and I was just going to focus on the astrology stuff, the new moon and the full moons. And I'm going to start doing the monthlies for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, Leo, Libra, and I mixed up Virgo and Leo. So I'm going to do those, but I'm not going to scrap the daily tarot readings. Instead, I'm going to do the daily tarot readings as like a membership thing, right? So I'm going to do the astrology videos, but the tarot I'm going to keep doing because one, I love doing it. It's going to be nice as membership because, no, the cards are coming back, but it's going to be better to do it as membership because the thing that was annoying is that the ads and stuff on YouTube were constantly complaining about animated nudity, which to me, I mean, we haven't just invented animated nudity here, right, in 2023. Tarot cards with animated nudity have been around for hundreds of years. So it's not like a new thing that we're suddenly shocked by in 2023, a picture of a breast or something. So anyway, so that's not going to be an issue if I put the membership thing on there. And then the people who like watching the tarot readings can be a member and continue watching them. I can keep doing them without getting messages about the nudity or whatever. I just think that's a good way to do it. And yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep doing the new moon and the full moons, add the monthlies, and I'm going to do the weeklies. Yeah, so I'm going to keep doing what I have been doing. I'm going to add to it. But really the tarot, I don't want to get rid of because I just love it so much. I do. I love it. Am I thinking about teaching the tarot? Yes. I've got the tarot video, but once I've moved, I'm going to do a tarot course that's kind of live on Zoom. So I don't know how many people you can have on Zoom, but we'll keep it like manageable. Like when I was a school teacher, I thought 30 kids in a class was way too much. So we'll probably keep it under that. It's Zoom, so we'll test it out. And then I'll do the tarot course over like 2 months, like 8 weeks or something, and we'll do it live. So it's going to be the updated version and the live version of the tarot course. But if you want to learn the tarot from me now, just via video, there's the tarot course that's already on the website. So that's it really. So oh yeah, and the Patreon I'm gonna sort out because I've got a Patreon, but right now there's not much happening on that, so I'll figure that out. But basically I'm going to start back now. So this video is just like, hello, I'm back. Oh, by the way, I just want to, if you're watching, I would be thrilled because someone sent this to me 9-10 years ago. It says love, look. And it's leather. And it's from this shop in Seattle, North 58th Street. And I looked it up, and someone, handmade in Seattle, original wearable art. And someone sent this to me ages ago, and I've kept it and I've always worn it. I've never really mentioned it, but I think I should because someone sent me this as a gift, and it's made me so happy. And obviously because it says loved and the issues I spoke about with like the rejection issues I've got, this has always been really helpful. And I looked up this shop online and there's no website, there's just a phone number. And I thought, should I phone and just say thank you? Will they even remember me? So I chickened out and I didn't. So maybe if you're watching this, which would be amazing, thank you so much for sending me this and saving me by sending it to me, because it's just been such an amazing reminder that I am loved when I've forgotten that, which I do. So someone just asked, am I back early? Yes, but not very early. I said I was going to take a 3-month sabbatical. I've taken 2.5 months and I'm back now. I'm going to start doing the daily tarot tomorrow and start filming the weekly and all of those things, and then the monthlies for August. I'm going to start filming those. And I think someone asked the membership fee. It's going to be like a few dollars for the daily tarot, and there's all these membership benefits that you get. Like I looked at it briefly, but they're like special like pictures and blah blah blah. So I'll look into that and set that up. Thank you so much, Melissa. That's so sweet. And yeah, I'm thrilled. I really, I just want to say the thing I set out to do, it worked. I wanted to take some time to get myself sorted, and that's the main thing. I've done that. I got myself sorted. The decision-making process of moving, that didn't quite work out as planned, but who cares? It's just delayed. So, you know, there are worse places to be delayed, I suppose, than Vienna. And no relationships for a year, which will be not that different, actually. And because I mean, you guys, I don't know if you guys, well, you probably won't have the same experience if you're not gay, a 41-year-old gay man. For me, I mean, you guys know this, for me being gay, one, has never been that easy, or I've never been that successful at it. And now being older has just made it more difficult to be successful at it. And the thing that's so frustrating is that everyone, it seems, which I know is not true, but just it seems like everyone is straight. Like yesterday I had a viewing of another apartment, right? And the estate agent was just the cutest thing I'd ever seen. He was such an attractive man. He was like, he told me his age, he was 50. He was just the bee's knees as far as I was concerned. And he was flirting with me and he was so friendly and I was just enchanted and delighted. I really was. And I was like flirting back and stuff. And then he started talking about his wife. And I was just like, how can reality and my delusions never intertwine or meet? How is the reality always different to what I would like it to be? So, that has not become any easier. And I just don't want that to affect me negatively and disappoint me and make me feel rejected and bummed out like it usually does. So I suppose I'm just trying to beat the whole thing to the punch and withdraw from relationships altogether to save myself the pain. Which I know doesn't sound very constructive, but that's where I'm at right now, because I just don't feel like I've been treated very well. And I don't want to put myself through that anymore. I really don't. They treat you like crap, some of these people. And especially someone who was friends with you for like 2 years to then just have no feelings for you, it's just it's a bit of a cold wake-up shock. Is that English? A cold wake-up shock? No. It's not English. Anyway, it didn't feel good. And that was it. Yeah, so the changes to the channel are like minimal. Someone just said, maybe you're looking for fellow neurodivergence if you are not assuming. I don't know about this neurodivergent stuff. I remember I went out with this guy, James, in Glastonbury, and he said, let's go for a meal, or I said, let's go for a meal. And there was this place, this Italian place in Glastonbury called, what's it called? Can't remember what it's called. something. Anyway, it was the only Italian place in Glastonbury. And he said to me over the dinner, Greg, do you think, anyway, he like basically meant, do you think you have like some neurodivergence issues or something? And then in the next breath he says, oh, and by the way, I don't have any money to pay for my spaghetti bolognese, can you pay it for me? So I didn't like that. I was like, okay, you're talking about my mental capacities, which you think are lacking. If you think my mental capacities are lacking, why are you with me? And then second of all, you think that, and then you want me to pay for your spag bowl. It doesn't work for me. Diss me and then pay for your own spaghetti bolognese. Don't, you know, diss me and then expect me. Anyway. So, I'm just waffling because I'm happy to be back and I'm happy to be with you guys. Yeah, it's nice to be back. So yeah, tomorrow I'll start making the videos and then it's back to normal, thank goodness. Okay, I don't think I'm that different in terms of my neuro whatever. I have been tested for most things. Maybe I'm just... Jojo, I did recommend you use ads, but you said you didn't want to. Most people in a bad financial can afford membership, right? The ads on the website I took off because they were super annoying. I also find the ads on YouTube annoying, and even the merch that I did with Robin, having all the product under the videos, I found annoying too, so I've taken that off. So it's just about finding a way that works for me and for you guys. Yeah. And in a way that oops, that's funny. Okay, so we're not back to normal, we're back to whatever this is. And I'm glad to be back. And thank you for joining me. And yeah. I will catch you tomorrow, and I really am glad to be back. And thanks for remembering me and being here. So for anyone who's new, my name is Gregory Scott. I'm an astrologer, a tarot reader, and a numerologist. I do readings on YouTube, and I'm thrilled to be back doing what I love to do. Love it. Oh, it's so nice to see you guys. Yes, normal for Glastonbury, I carry a book. Yes, exactly. Glastonbury all the way. I love Glastonbury. I do. Okay, guys, I hope you have a lovely day. I'm gonna sorry, there's a guy sitting like about 5 meters away from me who doesn't appreciate the fact that I'm sitting in the park talking to the camera. But the thing is, he came in after. I was already sitting here talking and he joined and sat down. So you see all these little issues I've got with I just don't want to get involved. And I am in a good spot, so I'm just going to enjoy it while I'm in this space. Yeah. Alright guys, have a lovely day. See you later. Bye.